What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint. We're going to be preparing for our Ricksham Drips power play in a second. If you want to get right into the action, there are timestamps below. Feel free to zoom right over to the start of the mission itself, but let's start this conversation and see what Owen has for us here. I'm about to make my power play, and I need you to help me protect, I need you to help protect a Ricksham envoy while they're in town. Exactly the kind of thing we're here to help with, if the pay is right. I'm taking a huge risk for this, so you will be well paid. You can be first in line for my new product. I think your crew is going to be drooling over the new hacking and combat drugs in the Ricksham Drips. You know, the whole NBZ perks up when they hear the Ricksham has something new coming to town. But they have no network established in New Boston. Before they start feeding the new product to the city, they need to wrap up some negotiations. They're sending an envoy and have demanded that I provide top-of-the-line protection. My connection, syndicate boss Drasho Ku, mentioned you by name. Well, they may have no network, but they have spies, it seems. So we're going to play bodyguard. The envoy is being brought into the city along the southern wall by a coyote. We're responsible for pickup and protection. How long is the envoy's negotiation tour going to be? It won't be short. We'll need to work for a protection detail for a few weeks, and then we'll need to get the envoy back out of the city safely. Drasho has insisted there will be multiple enemies eager to put an end to the talks. Well, no one's surprised by that. But as soon as it's done, the new drip will be flowing into my hands, and then straight to you. So she's attempting a power play to expand her offered services. This is a big risk, and failure along the way will result in major exposure and end the power play as well. To start the tour, we need to complete a bodyguard job to pick up the Ricksham envoy. This just plays other dialogue, so it's a repeat of things we've seen earlier, so I'll skip that. Give us the time and place that the coyote will cross the wall, and we will be waiting. The timeline on this is pretty short. We only have a few days to give the go-ahead. When you're ready, the coyote will come under the wall. Drasho has stressed the coyote can't be trusted to be any help. They'll be gone probably before you see them. I was a coyote once. Oh yeah, it's true. We picked this as a background trait. I was a coyote once. We weren't selling protection. That was never on the table. We get you across the wall, we disappear. I knew too many who died trying to get into their client's firefight. Then you know just what to expect. You'd better be there on time. So Owen's offering a new bodyguard job, which is ready to be planned at the command HQ. It's the Coyote Hotdrop. Okay, so this is due in 2 days, so it's going to be due very, very soon. Worth noting that this, unsurprisingly, doesn't have any kind of hacking associated with it, which does not surprise me at all, don't get me wrong. Give her some influence, which is, you know, decently nice. Obviously, this means we should probably bench the hacker. Let's go ahead and run our... the sniper or the gunslinger? Because bodyguard missions can be stealthy, I'm going to go choose gunslinger here. I'm going to say, hey, take the gunslinger loadout here. And you make one change real quick, which is to switch out the stuff we actually equip here. Let's have a smoke, and let's have a shock mine. Let's resave this loadout. In fact, I have to... oh, actually, you know what I have to do? Stupid things, but whatever. To be ethical, I've got to make sure I move things around and do it this way. Oh, don't I have a mod on this right now? Oh, huh. Okay, hang on. Let me just double check everything. Yeah, so I've got a silence pistol here. I'll talk about the other stuff in a little bit, but... okay, yeah, no mods on this. Silencer here. Okay, this is good enough. No, I'm missing a revolver. Hang on. I think. Am I really griefing here? No, I'm crafting the revolver. That's right. I don't have it right now. Okay, so this will be the core squad. Our Agent EX got injured in the last mission, so he's not available right now. Let me just go ahead and save this loadout as... the current gunslinger version. Okay, so yeah, my soldier's in the trainer. My Agent EX is injured. He's currently getting this treated right now. It's done a couple days, then I can get rid of Dazzled here, but you can see the treatment is a few days away. I went and bought level 4 weapons here, so I've got a level 4 Urban Assault, which is the highest we can get for the market right now. We've got a level 4 assault rifle here as well. We're crafting a revolver, and otherwise, there's not a lot else to bring up. I could have some time tick forward and see if there's going to be anything good from the Field Ops Center. In fact, I think I have a charge here to get +1 token as it is. So it's a... let me double check real quick, because the game will basically let you know if it's a multi-stage mission. It is not. It's a one-stage mission. But I'm pretty tempted to use the Field Ops Center to get... since it's a high-stakes mission, I would like to use some leverage here. So I'm thinking I might as well go here, use Field Coordination. That bumps us up and says, okay, cool. Now we can get an upgraded leverage here, and so we get overwhelming advantage, which is for 2 turns now. We get initiative, action points, and move points, which, yeah, I'm really on board for, so let's buy that. That seems quite good. I can use efficiency grind for +1 token. That would let me get even more going on here. So you can see I can drop their detective radius for 4 turns, disable devices for 2. I can do an active leverage remove points, which is reasonable for a bodyguard mission. I don't really need to block anything else. I don't need to do this. Reveals all loot box contents. Yeah, I don't care. I'm going to leave it like this. I think this is fine. And so this means we're ready to run the Coyote Hotdrop. We got a bunch of free points. We are going to get for some extra influence. We get a bunch, and we get to get a bunch of kills. Okay. Well, considering that this mission is to give her an actual, what is it called? A new service. Giving her influence means we can upgrade that service. So this is worth it to try to chase us down. And so I'm going to try to get a bunch of kills, which might make me want to switch out to the sniper as a result and play more loud. And I guess, honestly, I will. So I know I put this guy in, but thinking about it now, I'd actually rather run my sniper. And yeah, nothing else to really bring up here. I think this is just going to be the squad. Yeah, he's not going, but why can't I click? There we go. But she is with the level 2 sniper rifle. Actually, before I go, I should also buy mods for the weapons. We don't quite have max level street weapon mods unlocked right now, but considering we're going into a mission right now, I feel like let's just spend the money and get a little bit stronger, even if it gets replaced down the line. So we add some crit damage. We look for a scope here. Okay, so we can get 7 accuracy, 5 accuracy, or 4 with some crit damage. We don't have a lot of crit chance right now. I'm going to go for accuracy instead. I think that's correct to go for the accuracy overall over the crit damage. I think it's close, to be honest, but I think this is slightly better. So we slap this on. Now I've got a very accurate rifle with, you know, quite good crit damage. That should be good overall. I'm not going to go for a silencer. And actually, now the other question is, I just keep kind of griefing here, but I'm going to switch you out as well, I think. No, because we don't have the good enough guns for the gunslinger. So let's just stick with this. It's fine. Actually, no. I'm going to switch you out still. I'm going to switch you out for the gunslinger, but I'm going to have you run the urban assault. So he's not going to be able to use many of his gunslinger talents, but at least, actually, I think it's fine. Okay, I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do 2 more things here. So I'm going to bench this SMG. I'm going to go to my Cyber Knight. I'm going to take the SMG here. And that way I can give my gunslinger the pistol. Because he has pistol talents. And so this at least allows him to use a couple of things. Now, we've still got unique weapon types per slot, which is the challenge run. We've got a lot of our high-level weapons ready to go. Alright, took a while to get ready, but we're finally ready. Let's start the mission. The Coyote and our target are inbound. And they're going to be over there. We're a little early. Let's make good use of the time to get closer. I don't like the static on the waves tonight. Let's get this over and done with. Okay, so we've got basic guards. We are at power level 5 here. Street warriors, decent health now, pretty good armor. They've got a street bender here as well, with the ability to get a bunch of bonus evasion. Less health than these guys. Once they join combat, they're going to be highly evasive. I would like to get the box if I can. I got to get as many kills as I can as well. So one question I have is, do I want to just open fire right now and hope we have enough? Or, and actually check something real quick. How loud is this gun? This gun's noise is 36. That's not horrible. Okay. So I'm not likely to wake people up that I can't already see. So it's Tactical Surge. And I think I'm kind of feeling like, let's just grab kills now. I think I'll have the damage. The one thing I do want to wait around for is having this guy use the Urban Assault. Because he has the most question marks in terms of getting people into range. So I've got to figure out like where I can go such that it's going to be a good angle. And so it looks like going here. Let me double check. Optimal range of 19, max range of 22. That's totally reasonable. Wait, did I not? Oh, shoot. I didn't set this out. Shoot, he's not wearing the level 4. I forgot to save the preset. Okay, well, I didn't bring his gun. That's silly of me, but oh well. As I said, this playthrough is spiritually Iron Man. If I make a mistake, it's a mistake. I will only do saves and loads to get, like, new content. Like, oh, there's a new, you know, mission type that's out. We should unlock that so we can see it. But yeah, I don't have it here. So, alright. You got the bonus evasion. That's going to be a little bit scary for me. We get good damage. They're not quite dead. And yeah, my recoil is now extreme. But it's still decently likely to get the kills. Yep, we land 1 bullet each. Great. So now all I can really do is walk a little bit forward here. Go down to 3 action points. That allows me to shoot my pistol a couple times. And that'll have to be good enough. So it's going to be very inaccurate. I'm actually going to start... I'm going to go ahead and take the called shot for the... No, wait. Here. I'm going to delay. I'm going to just kind of yield down. And say, hey, what can I get? So I'm feeling pretty good about going for the sniper shots here. No, I want to maximize with the assault rifle, actually. So I'm going to delay and yield, and then we'll have the Cyber Knight run up. 1 action point going forward, and then shoot these 2 guys. So we get spotted. The cone is thankfully just good enough that we can see what's going on here. Good damage. Obviously, they're reporting gunfire. Alright, 1 down. I missed there. That's expected, though. And so the play now is get relatively close. Let's start with here and see what the recoil and everything looks like. Because my options basically are that I can shoot once. The first one is at 0%, but I'll get this back. But I'll have a 22%, 27% chance to hit, which seems pretty bad. So what I'd rather do is walk into literal melee range, get the guaranteed glancing hit, because you can't miss when you're this close. I won't ever get full damage, but you literally can't miss this range. So I'm going to get like 37 damage here. I was close. And we can slowly wear her down that way. And it's my best option. So similarly, one thing to note is that the shotgun's very, very loud. So my best bet is probably using the melee weapon here. And considering that, like, dunking on high evasion enemies is sort of what these weapons were built for. The rationale being you always get automatic glancing hits without having to walk any farther forward than you would have normally. And so there's, with her, it's like, oh yeah, I had to burn a bunch of action points to get into guaranteed glancing range. But here it's like, yeah, I was doing that anyway. So it's not a lot of damage per hit, because again, glances just aren't that good. But we get to slowly wear this down. And it wasn't even that bad. So let's go dissolve one of the corpses. There's still these 2 and this one, which... Oh no, sorry, that one. Okay, cool. So, because I want loot, I want to make some level of forward progress while keeping people safe, but we got to get to here. We got our first 4 kills. Probably want this one, right? Number 5 and number 6, probably worth getting. I think my sniper's gonna have no problem killing that guy, so I'm not worried yet. We've also still got all of our bonus movement and action points. We're gonna get them next turn as well, so we can still be very explosive. But while we can, let's get free loot. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. This is one of the better pistols. There is 1 or 2 better pistols in the game, but this is one of the best ones. So this is going to be a really, really nice craft. I'm looking forward to this. And yeah, I'm going to put you here, which puts you in attack range of that guy. And that should work pretty well. So, solid forward progress. No new info on new guards on the turn 2. Oh, here we go. You there? We're here. Good, the Coyote dumped me. Get me out of this hell zone. Will do. Our exit is over here, so it's not far, right? And as it turns out, it's kind of part of why we got the kills that we did, because there's only so many guards that could be in this sort of area here. We're probably not going to scour the left-hand side, I would guess. That seems a little unneeded. But I still want to get the kills. Go up to 6 and then try to get through the last 2 if possible. We can use her to grab loot boxes, so she can do the circuitous pathing to grab these 2. Maybe this one as well. I think going all the way across here, I mean, I guess we'll see, right? The gold cubes are nice. I think it's, it is moderately valuable to get gold cubes. My experience has been that I tend to have enough no matter what anyway, just because I tend to scour the loot boxes and get enough stuff. But anyway, I think I want to preemptively attack these guys, as with last time. If this is bad, I can always walk up and stun, so I'm not too worried just yet. But let's walk forward and get info. There are new guards, and they're 37 meters out. They're just barely out of audio range. That's actually really good for me. Because again, that's just pure fortune, but yeah, that's pretty sweet. So they can't hear it. These guys are kind of worth killing, but I can kill them next turn, most likely. I think this is totally fine and a decent use of the gun. Worth noting that technically this is a little bit weaker than what the level 3 gun would have been, because the single target damage of the level 3 gun was actually slightly higher. But not by enough to like really matter. Alright, what I kind of want to do is actually move up towards the middle here. I kind of want to be able to reload and then try to unload from here or maybe here next round to try to get these kills. Because I want to get them cleanly whenever I can. I'm going to yield for now. Let the rest of my team do a little bit more. I'm going to run him to this cover. That seems fine. He'll get spotted, but he's hunted and he's alert, so he doesn't get a stealth attack anyway. Actually, what I'm going to do instead is yield briefly. We need Rhino to get this kill. Oh, 4 are in earshot. This gun is so loud. Okay, how far do I have to walk? I have to walk pretty far to not get heard. Okay, it's probably just a revolver angle. Just spend 1 action point to get close enough. Check the ranges. Yeah, optimal at 18 is totally fine. So let's go here and let's just start unloading. First attack is a surprise target stealth hit. Stealth crit would kill. It doesn't. That's fine. Shot 2 is pretty good. Shot 3. Nice. Okay. Crit is kind of at the wrong time, but not the end of the world. Of course, he heard gunfire the whole time. Wait, no, he didn't. I was actually out of range. That's cool. All right. Sprinkle. Gonna have a bit of a hard time with the shotgun here, to be honest. I'll leave you as a fighter of last resort. We'll yield you, and it's going to be up to egress here. This might not actually track as a shot here. Sometimes the preview lines aren't quite accurate. They seem to draw from the very top of your head. That is not how the actual gunshot goes. Yeah, and so it's fine. I kind of expected it to work that way. I've played this game enough that, you know, I'm aware of some of the small bugs they've got. Not the end of the world. I'm trying to magnet to this cover while only spending 1 AP. I seem to not really able to do that very well. It's fine. Let's go clean this kill up. This should be very decent. Oh, yeah. And you're definitely gone. Very, very high pistol accuracy is certainly quite nice. I'm feeling like I want to run to be in range to full out of these guys, but that's going to require going a lot farther forward, actually. Ooh, actually, this pillar right here is in the way. I think even if I stand up here, that distance is probably too great. Like, I don't think this is 10 meters, and my max range is 22 on this gun. So, the best I can do is probably run straight forward. But yeah, because we need 3 more kills, and these 2 are going to be pretty obvious, I'm going to take up the bridge. It's less cover than just going safely through here and only dealing with a very little bit, but I think I want to take the central path. Because I want to greed as hard as I can for the optional objective. Okay, so one thing I can do now is I'm going to stay out of vision range, and I'm going to throw Tox Cloud down to soften this up, because, I mean, even if there are guards behind them, they'll get Tox Cloud as well, which is a positive for me, and that just seems relatively chill. Now, one question is, do I want to knock down any of these bodies? Because I could take a small detour to dissolve, but I think I need all this distance because I need to Tox Cloud cleanly. Let's see, if I ran here, I think I'm going to do it. I think I can get a Tox Cloud that looks okay. So let's see. If I ran the rest of the way, right, if I burn Dissolve, I have to stop here. I think Tox Cloud will still just barely reach. So I'm going to go for it. I might be wrong, but whatever. Okay. This looks playable. Alright, yeah, see, we do see more guards, so that further reinforces that Tox Clouding kind of this way is going to be positive. So let's aim over here, because I don't want it to be in my pathing. We'll have to make sure we hug the right-hand side of the bridge. We'll have to loop around like this to not get poisoned. But that'll catch these 2, and then next one will catch that guy. Won't catch him, but that's okay. And then we're just going to give up these 2 boxes because it's just out of the way. And I don't need to. I mean, I guess we'll see. Like, I might choose to stay long, but let's reload the AR. It's kind of always correct here. And then Dakota, let's have you start grabbing loot for me. Nice, we got another shotgun. I've already got this one. We've got a solid file to sell. We've got a good amount of money. Yeah, so, yeah. You can't run across underneath. I can run across from over. It's a little bit scary, actually. I'm going to take only a few steps. I'm going to stop here to get info. Alright. Not horrible so far. I will get up to here. Still pretty safe. Do I want to burn this now? I think there's a good chance this mission takes exactly 4 more turns. So yeah, I'm going to pop this so that I can start the cooldown and move it towards the box. Okay, one more guard right at the edge here. Another street bender. Okay, fine. Alright, no more free AP. Toss Cloud moves. Catches both of them. Good stuff. Alright, begin turn 3. I knew that static wasn't right. We've got Party Crashers. Of course, Bravestar patrols these sections of the lower foundations looking to catch coyotes. But this is too convenient. The star? Get me out of here. Keep your head down and move when I say. We're going to do just that. So, a spawn there. A spawn here. And a spawn there. The Bravestar forces don't know you're there. Give them a few seconds, they're sure to clash with the Fenian forces. Their gunfight should give you some cover to get the envoy out of there. Remember, coyotes don't get involved in other fools' gunfights. This one isn't ours. We're going to move the VIP out of this zone. Okay, so we still have the optional objective for kills. But, yeah, the nice thing is, right, they don't know where we are. And so we are, for now, okay. Of course, some of them are fully alert because they're spotting bad guys, sure. Most of our squad counts as hidden. Some of them count as spotted. We'll see if they map hack or not. I'm not really sure. But one thing we could do, since no one who can fight us and is close to us is alert. And yeah, she's hidden, so I think everyone is like fully safe here. We can take this turn to just wait and let the guards all have their turn. That's probably going to be fine. We can let them have their firefight. So obviously you're in cover. You're going to fight. A little bit of damage. Spends the AP, misses the second shot though. We can go and inspect what they've got here. So here's the basic SWAT bad guys. You can see pretty solid health totals and decent armor. Also full assault rifles here. Let's see, there should be some secondary types. Here's one, I think. Here's a SWAT X. He's got a shotgun, same health, better armor. We've got a sniper. So same health and also good armor with a sniper rifle. So I believe those are the 3 types. We've got, right, AR, yeah, so shotgun are 2 ARs. One of each, and I think this one is one of each as well. Alright, anyway. Yep, up to power level 5 here as they scale up. I'm going to leave you here. I don't think walking to the box is correct right now. I think you're safe where you are. I think you should hide behind this truck. Let's go spend the 1 action point. You can wait where you are as well. Yep, you're patrolling. You've maybe heard gunfire, maybe not. Nope, you actually don't know about anything yet. You're patrolling as well. Nothing too spicy for you. Yep. So those guys were out of... Oh, okay. And now he's found a guard. And he's going to choose cover as his primary thing, which, to be fair, pretty reasonable. Now he gets debuffed by one of the guards from intruder spotted. Misses his shot, though. This guy's, I think, sniping. Nope, shotgunning. Good damage. Overwatch as well. Yeah, the shotgunners have Overwatch. Alright, he's going to pick cover. Still in range, though. Nice crit. Okay, cool. Let's keep waiting. We can let more of these guys burn their turns. Okay, yeah, you're not in combat. You haven't seen anybody. You're just, like, going to patrol this area. Sees a guy, immediately goes into Overwatch. Okay, can't do much more here. So, this is basically... Come here. Grab your loot. Not bad. Try to hide you in this building. I'm going to hide you behind this wall. You should be basically unspottable. You're fully hidden. They don't know you're here. This should be completely safe. So you can just be stored here for a while. That should be fine. Still do my 3 kills somewhere. They're all alert, though, which is scaring me a bit. I think we take a little bit of a slow approach. I think we can honestly all come down the right-hand side here. I think going in the middle gives us a lot, like, makes it a lot more open. But I think letting them fight it out for a bit and kind of regrouping and hanging out over there is going to be the best way about this. So that seems tactically solid. Nice sniper shot. Wow. Barely missed, but... Once again, no reason to go down the bridge at this point, because clearly, let's just not be in the middle of this. This seems clearly wrong. And yeah, he's heard gunfire. He's moving up, sees a guy, goes into Overwatch. Running around, also hearing gunfire. Like, wait a second, my teammates are in combat. Yep, they double up like that. Gets a little bit of cover. Decent damage on the guard. Has enough AP, he can shoot twice. From what the devs have said on Discord, the most common AP configuration for guards is 2 move points, 4 action points, which is enough that they can shoot a burst fire assault rifle twice, which he did there, which makes total sense. Of course, they're all reporting gunfire. We're going to get a security escalation. Right, this is still the Fenian territory, so it's the Fenian security level is going up, and they're going to be like, hey, there are people here, there's a lot of reports of gunfire, please bring backup or do something. And of course, the backup is on the wrong side for me, which is too bad. Yeah, they're going to get motivated by the Sec AI, but I'm not the one causing them anguish. They've got some upgraded types, though. They've got a detonator. We'll investigate that. An F-Duster as well. Those are both Grenadier-type enemies. I'll investigate them, and you can see what they do. Oh, Sniper missed. Alright, so the F-Duster is over here. Reasonably healthy. You know, low-tier armor. Has an Urban Assault. And can boost damage and crit chance. And then the Detonator. Only an SMG. But it gets to have damage and grenades and has, you know, good armor quality. I can almost sprint you out. In about a turn, when I can have Tactical Surge up, I can sprint her out to, like, make sure that part's safe. Otherwise, though, I'm not too worried about getting flanked. They're not going to get that far. They're going to get to, like, here. And so they won't really see me, so I don't mind just delaying and letting everyone else move still. Move up with some better cover. Decent damage to the guy behind him, sure. Again, 4 AP, there's their kill. Oh, that's funny. It looks like the Brave Star kills count for me. I didn't know that was going to be the case, but it looks to be, though. Okay, fine. Yep, keep delaying. Well, you ran into Overwatch cone. He missed, though. Wait, wow, they both missed. That's wild. Alright, he sucks, though. There we go, some decent damage. Yep, using the action points. Damn, they suck. Okay, different spot. AR shot's decent. And gets one. Alright, is that my quest being done? Secondary complete? Alright, I'm gonna report that. Bug, low priority. 2 enemy factions killing each other count for the kills. Secondary objective. I don't necessarily mind, since ultimately it's have 9 Fenians die, but it also seems a little odd. Alright. I can see it going either way, to be honest. Like, obviously it's not us getting the kills, but also if it's like, no, I just want a bunch of Fenians dead, then actually it doesn't really matter who gets it. Still a little strange, don't get me wrong. Again, still gonna delay. Let the guards all have their turn fighting each other. Oh yeah, down you go. Alright. Yeah, you found a corpse too, which is dangerous for me. Hunting the wrong way. Good for me. He's gonna be out of action points, I think. Yep. You're gonna stay. Oh, you can't stay anymore. Okay. We'll put you behind this wall. It's a little bit closer. You're done, though. Looking for a fight. As long as it doesn't turn around. Oh, yeah, I'm behind a wall. It's okay. There's the Overwatch cone. You're gonna run up, see a body, investigate. I've got to actually walk forward now. Yeah, I would like to please stay hidden and cover here. I think being over here is reasonable. Okay, let's be ultra safe and go back to here. I am happy to just bypass these bad guys. Alright, yep. They all choose to hunt that way. They are missing these sniper shots a lot. No way you missed that. That's wild. I guess to be fair, he is in cover here, so it's not the easy shot ever, but it's kind of funny how fraudulent that guy is. Okay, they're just closing the gap here, sure. Are you going towards me? Okay, no. So these guys still count as spotted, and again, they shouldn't know that I'm here, but I've definitely had interactions from like 2 missions ago even, where somebody with a like combat state was able to find any of my spotted mercs, even if they didn't spot that merc. So I'm always a little bit concerned. But we get our progress. This firefight keeps going. Tox Cloud, there we go. I got my real kill from Tox Cloud. Deserved. Reports of gunfire. Fatality reported. Escalation? Yep. Escalation is timers. Oh, they just gave all the street guards a bunch of bonus stats. That's fun. They get like move points, accuracy, and initiative, I think. That's so many Overwatch cones. They have so many Overwatch charges, it's wild. It's just constant. Alright. Well, thankfully your hunting is useless, but yeah, let's go check what they've got here. So, okay, it's actually just this. It's just the 2 move points. Still pretty good, though. Yeah, once again, I guess... yeah, I think it is pretty worth... Well, for egress, it's not. Whatever. I think Tactical Sword's ultimately just the play. Let's buff the team now. Delay as much as we can. If I really wanted to, I could run for it and I'd get out. I'll wait. I'm not in danger yet, but I might just get her out this turn. You're out of AP here. You can go pretty far, but if you're not going to chase me down, I'm fine. Yeah, you didn't hunt, like, anywhere. Oh my gosh. Yep, see ya. Alright. Well, let's keep the delays going. Guards are getting cleared out pretty hard here. They're, like, almost out of him, actually. He's really running towards me, isn't he? Yeah, they're running towards me. Okay. Am I getting shot here? Okay, not quite. Yeah, it looks like Bravestar is at least, like, fully aware of where I am, right? I've seen a few of them now run on a straight line directly towards me. The alerted Bravestar 100% know where I am. I'm just, like, very confident that's what's happening here. Which is going to make this really difficult. Because this is going to be just such a cluster. Alright, I should still delay the last few guards move. They're not quite... Actually, that guy's scary. This is going to get really, really tough. Because I'm pretty sure they all actually know where I am, even though they didn't spot me in particular. But this just appears to be how the game works right now, anyway. I mean, I don't think they're running these guys. Maybe they are, but I would guess they would go down this bridge instead. I think they're running towards me. Okay, so what's the plan here? Because I have to fight my way out pretty hard. Like, this is a lot of guards, and they are both tanky and durable. Why did I say tanky and durable? Durable and damaging. I'm tempted to simply run away, get a new position, and try to fight from, like, this bridge. And use, like, Nest to make things better, and hope these guys pick the wrong direction and engage Bravestar and it gets a little bit nicer. Oh, this is just gonna get tough. I can't get out. Yeah, I think I need to, like, do a pretty heavy retreat. I don't have line of sight on... Oh, wait, let's look at this first. Can I even get good line of sight from anywhere? The answer is basically no. I think the entire team has to back up and hope we get better positioning. I can try to use some of this as cover. That doesn't... actually, it looks kind of playable. Using this as cover seems pretty good, using the staircase and shooting out from over it. That seems decent. I'm going to do that. Okay. I'm going to group up here. At least for the spotted mercs, the ones who aren't spotted aren't as scared. But the gunslinger and the sniper are almost certainly going to get shot at. Do I want a death watch then as a result? I really hope these guys don't flank me fully. I'm so afraid if they do. Please keep going this way and interact with Bravestar. Please, please, please. Okay, do I need a do I need to Overwatch? I think I do need to Overwatch, actually. Let me check my ranges. So my optimal is 35, my max range is 40. Okay, so let's just end the cone a little short of max range, like somewhere like Somewhere like this. I think that's fine. I think this will work. Okay, so unique. Let's see. I want Sprinkle to go before Luco goes. So I'm going to throw it on look ahead so that I can get more space to run away. I am tempted to Atomic Stutter to buy more space. But do I need to stun this guy? Or is it better to wait for someone who's a lot scarier? Like, you're on a shotgun, and you're going next turn, which means we could for sure get out of range of you. I think just simply a retreat is appropriate. I think that is a reasonable spot to stand. The AR should be pretty effective. My cover quality is going to be good. Yep. Overwatch shot lands, ending your turn. Definitely could have been worse. Alright. I would like to be able to do a cheeky Urban Assault spray. This, to me, seems quite worth it. If I step back to, like, here... ranges there look pretty good. This seems quite playable. And yeah, they for sure know. I'm going to send this one in as well. Yep. In combat, guards are cheating and know where all my spotted mercs are. I 100% did not engage with Brave Star in any way. I was spotted from fighting the Fenians on turn 1 to 2. Once Brave Star stopped fighting the Fenians, they were still in a combat state and started miraculously running straight for my spotted mercs, despite never seeing or hearing them or otherwise knowing they were there. Okay, yeah. So it's just another piece of evidence that confirms that this seems to be how the AI works. I don't know if it's intended or not, but it seems like basically any combat state guard 100% knows where your spotted mercs are, and it doesn't matter what they individually know. That those things just align. So sure, they're hearing plenty of noise, but end of the day, the goal has to be to get these kills picked up. Should I not? We can probably find slightly easier combat on that guy. Like, I don't need to take this shot here at 41%. I think clearing it out is worthwhile. I don't want to be stuck here, though, is the thing. I don't want to be in this area where I have, like, no cover, and they can close the gap on me. So I'm going to run all the way back here. His armor shredded. We'll get the kill eventually. It's ultimately not hard to, like, kite the shotgunner. I'm just going to have her run out. She's not a useful combatant. If she dies, the mission is a failure, so... You've got your buff. You've got your tactical surge. They're going to see and hear her. It doesn't matter. The camera doesn't matter either. I really hope the next escalation is reinforcement spawning, like, here, here, here. Probably not there. That would be, like, playable, but it wouldn't be great. You know the Toxicot is huge? Let's just kind of trap up this choke as hard as we can. Let's put a Venom Trap down. This guy is not quite instantly dead. Whatever, it's 1 AP to guarantee a kill. Let's do it. Alright, this guy dies without interaction. I'm going to run back to here. It's going to be hard to use the shotgun pretty well. I'm just going to stay behind cover. Good enough for now. But with the shotgun, if these guys flank, he can get a good stun, then it should be alright. These guys won't quite be able to kill me on their next turn. But this buff lasts for a while. They've still got 2 more turns of +2 move points. Well, into the Venom Trap, you should be out of AP. Or the Toxicot, I should say. Sniper rifles are going to be a bit annoying. Thankfully, we're for now out of range, but... you should be out as well. We get some free damage, which is good. Okay, yeah, good. I wanted to spawn somewhere useful, and they did. Hopefully they fight the Brave Star and not me. Hopefully they fight Brave Star and not me. So of course they're being sent to whatever the AI heard, which was gunfire. Now, one scary thing is the initiative orders can be a little spicy. So let's see. Yeah, my Toxic debuff is giving crit vulnerability and minus move speed, which is a little bit helpful. So I don't have clean line of sight right now. These guys are all going kind of late, but not later than if I delay. You're going to be useless, but you two are kind of scary. Although I kind of want these guys... Well, these guys have really bad initiative rolls. And so... Let's see. What am I trying to do here to get, like, maximum value? It's probably take a step out and go full auto here. I don't think I have to be worried about any snipers just yet. Yeah, you're in a shotgun. You're in a sniper. And I guess if you're here, you have pretty good line of sight onto my squad. Let's see. So if I'm there, right? Yeah, it's 35 meters, so they could pretty easily try to snipe from around here. This is this is a sniper, yeah. So yeah, he can get here and get Overwatch, no problem at all. That would not be a problem. And I don't have good ways of breaking Overwatch because Interference Spike is only 25 meters of range. So that's kind of scary. I think... Yeah, the problem is, with you being in an alert state and me being spotted, this is clean line of sight for you. So I can't end my turn in the open like that. But I can start my turn shooting these guys and pretending it's going to be fine. Which I think it will be, to be honest. I'm going to shoot at you two. Good damage. Thank you, crit vulnerability. And I'm going to end the turn hiding behind this right here. That should be fine. I will yield in case they need to stun. If I spend 1 AP running down, yeah, that's going to be really tight on action points. So I can basically spend 2 AP running down. I can shoot full auto easily. Then I have 1 AP left. I'm going to stand right there. That's going to be trash. That's going to be horrible. So I kind of want to be hidden. But I also don't want these guys to shoot me. So what if... This isn't great, but it'll work. Pistol for 2. Down goes 1. You are an assault rifle. If we get behind cover, you can't shoot me. So I think going to here and waiting is fine. This guy literally can't get into combat. So I'm going to wait. You're a shotgunner. You can get these guys maybe? Nope. Sniper rifle very far though. Don't care. Assault rifle, and you're not in danger yet. Cool, they're still useless. We take those. Have you wait. I think you were safe as it was. Cool. I'm glad those guys are kind of chilling out. I'm glad these guys are chilling out too. They don't know enough. Okay, you're going to get a little scary, but you're not in range to hurt me. That Overwatch cone doesn't matter. You're going to run? You're going to shoot these guys? No, not even. Okay. Okay, we're not flanked yet. That's good news. Alright, that's going to be a fight. Okay. Oh, you are shooting at me. Okay. 9% at Rhino. So this is... Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. He totally has line of sight here. So you can see him. Okay. The heavy cover helped, but yep, that was real. Okay, I think the play is pop nest and start killing these guys. I think this line of sight's bad, but anyone who's like on the high ground is like... can actually get fought. So let's nest. Let's start getting some Brave Star kills. You're annoying because you have armor. You're already in Overwatch, which I'm happy to let you keep. But I think I still have to go for this guy because he's the hardest to actually get rid of. Shot 1. My crit chance is not bad, 25%. We try again. Okay, good damage, not a kill. That's armor quality doing what it's supposed to. You're going to run up. You ran into Overwatch. They missed, though. You suck. 4 AP, though. Oh, he's got a grenade. Oh, nice. He buffed the team. That's cool. All right. Yep. Walks forward, sees enemies, pops Bender Field. Should be buffed. Decent damage. spends the AP, gets the kill. Yeah, so 25 evasion from Benderfield, 25 accuracy, 25 crit, and a move point. That's really strong. AoE this buff is ludicrous. Like this, so if you could do this at a talent, this would be top 3 strongest. Actually, no, it'd probably legit the strongest talent in the game. 2 turns of 1 move point, 25 crit, 25 accuracy. That is, I think, literally the strongest talent you could have in the game right now. That is very, 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 very good. Yeah, so powerful stuff. Glad it's not fighting against me. Oh, shoot, these initiative rolls are looking a little spicy. I can't get this kill easily, and of course she's high enough. Well, okay, what can I do? I really can't do much. I'm really going to sit here and reload and just wait. I don't have a good way of getting in. I should have considered running up against this wall completely, because I think he could still be shot by, like, a sniper who runs here. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, dude, shotguns have no range. I really don't want to run up here to shoot the shotgun and be stuck out in the middle. I am tempted to brainworm somebody, but I don't have a good brainworm target yet. Because these guys are already doing something useful. I want to brainworm one of these guys, but again, the range here kind of sucks. One consideration is definitely if I get put in Overwatch, throw a smoke grenade down. Just gotta remember this guy has smoke. But I think for now, this part's chill. I think your turn is do nothing because there's just no cover here, and you have no range. Like, this gap is so hard to cross. Alright, so am I afraid of the initiative rolls here? I think, honestly, for the most part, no. I think my squad is pretty well covered and not easy to shoot. And so I think we can let them have their turn. And it's not a big deal. And we can wait for next turn. Get a little cover bonus and whatnot. If you leave 1 AP up, by the way, and end your turn, yeah, there's the poisons doing well. You get a pretty big cover bonus. To where I think you get, like, I think it's -10. So heavy cover is already -50 chance to hit. With the buff there, oh, they did accelerants again, okay. For the 5 remaining guys, sure. Thankfully, they are not getting any new info. They are, like, quite lost. There is an AI update, by the way, that's currently, like, in testing internally for them. Okay, they just buffed the one Bravestar guy as well. It's kind of funny. Well, they killed him, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, they're testing right now an AI update for things like this, where it's like, clearly hunting doesn't feel like it's working correctly. And so they have some updates that eventually will get shipped out. Alright, what am I worried about? Am I worried about you? I should let this guy go first. I think I'm willing to wait. You're hunting closer? That's a little scary. Overwatch cone? Sure. Let's keep waiting. Let's keep waiting. You're finally running closer. Good for you. You're gonna shoot this guy, right? Not me? Oh, he's gonna shoot that guy. That makes total sense. Sniper. Oh, sorry, assault rifle. Got him. Other shot doesn't hit. But we're running out of bad guys, thankfully. The count is getting lower. Do I feel comfortable walking up yet? That's the real question. Is progress legal yet? I think that's fine. In fact, I'm probably going to go for the Nervotox stun. It'll just barely be in range. It's guaranteed to land. Oh, actually, they got us. Wait, did they get a second buff? Hang on. No, that's still Red Mist Cloud and Force March. Okay, they just re-upped Force March. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. So I think the plan is let's start making moves the other way. They're gonna hear gunfire, and I can't do anything about that. I think realistically being down here is gonna be enough that it'll be fine. Okay. Is this enough to actually make progress and feel okay about it? The smoke grenade is going to cost 2, so if I walk up and shoot, I can't smoke. You would be able to hit me. You'd be actual scary. And I can't brainworm you. So I'm tempted to, like, run up here just to, like, brainworm one of these guys. But if you're not stunned, we don't have a way to deal with you. Okay, so I can't realistically. Yeah, if, like, I'd have to go here to get in Brainworm range. Like, okay, no. That's Brainworm, but I'm not quite in shotgun range is the problem. I'm like just out of reach, and if I go to like here, I'm out of Brainworm. So like I can't get a spot where I can shoot this and Brainworm. So what can I do? What's appropriate here? And a lot of it's scary because of the initiative rolls, but I really don't want to keep getting flanked by these guys. Like the fact that she's already walking this way means it's gonna get scary before it gets better. I could wait a little bit longer, but realistically, I want to get to this spot before this gets like really scary, like positioning wise. I don't want to be stuck trying to cross this against high ground. So how can I deal with this? I guess my Cyber Knight can atomic stutter this guy, and so I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna use Nervotox Shell. It will stun even if I miss. That's fine. It's still a stun. Make some progress. Rhino's gonna go clear somebody out. Let's go for... Honestly, I'm kind of liking that as the shot here. Crit chance isn't great, but... You know, if we hit, we hit. Good damage. I'd have to reload anyways. I'm just going to run forward instead. Okay, here's a question, though. Is it worth just running forward and using a revolver or everything else? Yeah, I want to make progress and not get caught by the guys behind me. So I'm going to be on secondary weapons, which is going to be a little bit weak. But I really want to make the progress. So next option then. If I'm here, how realistic are these kills? So if you die, you're already stunned, and you're going late enough that as long as this guy dies, I'm actually in a decent spot. I'm just going to make sure I go early enough that you don't scare me too much, which I think we'll be okay with. So this is very likely a kill. Could go single target, but I don't want to... I'd rather have the guarantee. Or near guarantee. The odds of missing all three were really, really low. Okay. So... Yep, let's run forward. So the only people who are going relatively early... You who's stunned. You who's behind way over there. You who's far away. You that I think is not going to reach me anyway. You who's also behind. You're far away as well, and I'm not too worried. I have look ahead on some of these. Actually, none of them anymore. Look ahead's likely to be very low value here. I'm not going to bother. And this one kind of Overwatch because, like, very clearly this terrain is blocking line of sight, so I can just run up like this and it's not a problem. You're going at 12, which most of my team can beat, so I don't mind just kind of recklessly running forward here. You're still stunned for your next 2 full actions, so I can take a bit. And the buff will run out by that point as well. Even the Benderfield will... Yeah, Benderfield will run out before the stun's over, so that'll be a relatively easy kill later on. Alright. Okay. At this point, I'm kind of glad they're behind me. They're far enough away that I'm not afraid anymore. We know the protocol is reinforcements. And of course, they're all being sent to where all the gunfire was. So this is one thing that's scary is the AI is kind of the security AI is rerouting guards in a more like optimal manner. Yep, you can see fully rerouting now. And of course, yeah, with the plus move points, it's really close. And has this for 2 more turns, which means I realistically cannot outrun this guy. His initiative's also at 19 because, yep, it's at 19. I don't know if it's actually part of the accelerants and it's just not on the tooltip, or it's just simply he rolled well. But this is there's a very real consideration for Atomic Stutter here because there's lots of scary bad guys. Now, I can't delay. We have to get this kill and be safe from him. In fact, ooh, I'm becoming worried that you're going to find, you know, your way here and have line of sight. In fact, the Tox Cloud ended on you, which is also scary. So, do I have a way of preempting this? Right? Like, can I, like, preclude an advantage of something and have somebody go early and, like, short this somehow? Like, Rhino has Death Watch. That's probably not good enough. Obviously, we can just shoot at these guys. I'm gonna wait till this Bender field ends, though. Like, we're not hitting you. You are probably a worthy stun, but there is a chance we can hide from you. Like, I might consider throwing a... Actually, you know what I should do? Legitimately, is I should bump... So, Sprinkle has a smoke grenade, right? Wait, is it here? Yeah, he has a smoke grenade. And I'm really tempted to say, you know what? A bump his initiative. Actually, no, shoot, he only goes to... Yeah, he'll go to 17, which means he'll go before Shu here. Bump his initiative. Hope that egress is safe. Throw smoke on everyone else. Because my whole team is spotted. And so it's really like, who can this guy shoot and when? If he's here, roughly here, he has line of sight down here. He's got to go down the stairs to get line of sight on this. I think he's safe. Other than these other guards, like, being true menaces. I think legit, yeah, let's bump him. Let's aim to use a smoke grenade. I gotta clear this guy out still because he has to actually die. That's gonna be one slightly tough thing. This should be decent. Good damage. We missed there. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to run back out this way because the goal is going to be throw down smoke, keep the team safe. I don't really want to Toxic Cloud backwards. Yeah, let's just smoke here. The team will be safe from the smoke. I think my gunslinger will be fine. Okay, actually, so optimizations here, right? I don't super need this kill right away. I can run egress back. I think I want to throw it forward as much as I can. Kind of funny bounces here on the bridge. Okay, it'll have to be... But it was put here, it's fine. Okay, we're in smoke. Good enough. Now that we're relatively safe, let's let these guards move. He's got an angle right there. Please shoot them, not me. Damn it. He can shoot twice. We Overwatch, that's just as bad. Yeah, I did not have a good way of getting my gunslinger to safety. That's going to be a real problem. I don't know how I'm saving him. Okay, I don't have any tools right now for this. Shoot, he's like really stuck. Yeah, he's just stuck. Alright, well, let's hope we get out. Oh gosh. Only Rhino has a turn before this guy goes, and he would kill for sure. And the tough thing is... Oh, okay, this pillar's blocking Overwatch. That's huge, actually. If this pillar wasn't blocking Overwatch, Rhino would get stuck and not be able to get this kill either, but I think we're going to be okay. The revolver will be just good enough. Yeah, that's not going to work. What's funny is the guns... Oh, can we? Yeah, I think you do trigger Overwatch when throwing stuff. I could, like, risk it and hope I don't get caught, but I think realistically... Yeah. What's funny is that the Gunslinger has talents. I haven't learned them. The Gunslinger has talents that let you get away from Overwatch. Okay, you're not in range. I don't care. That's not even in Overwatch range, I don't think. It doesn't look like it. Alright, so Rhino needs to come out and clean this dude out. Unfortunately, I'm missing the movement previews, but we'll spend one action point going here, and then we'll see what comes out afterwards. Yes, you can hear me. I don't care. There we go. Coin flip isn't great, but I have no other options here. Okay, can I bounce a grenade far enough? Oh my gosh, I can. That's huge. I'm bouncing it off of the street vendor, right? I'm pretty sure. He worked a second ago. What's going on? You worked earlier. What happened? No, come on. You're supposed to work. Okay, I'm gonna do it until I find it. Where's my bounce? Where's my bounce, game? Where's my saving my dude's life? I'm like spamming page up, page down to like change the trajectory. And it's trying to find the spot. Wait, what is it trying to bounce off of anyway? I like don't kind of understand how it's getting range sometimes. Okay, any bounces over here make any sense? No. Oh! I saw it for a second. Good enough for me. Cool. He's not as screwed. These guys are mostly behind us. Now, it's worth noting that melee characters can attack into smoke. How do I break... Okay, I have to use, like, Brainworm or something to break you out of Overwatch, but the problem is... getting the initiative... Yeah, Unique's initiative so low. That's such a problem here. And yeah, right out of the smoke, you get caught out. How do I keep this guy safe at all? I don't think I have any more smokes. I have first aid kit, which is at least useful. I'll probably need it, to be honest. You have a shock mine, you have Brainworm, but Brainworm's only 20 meters range, which I don't think is good for you. You try to shock mine that. I could try to go here in Brainworm, that would like kind of function, but that still seems a little sus. I think ultimately, we take some steps forward. If he gets shot, we do what we can to heal him. Maybe even someone runs out and tanks the shots. That seems pretty suspect, but... And I think shooting this guy is, like, also correct, by the way. He's got a good... I mean, they both have good initiative rolls, but, like... Clearly I should shoot at them, right? They're right here. I guess you're only suspicious, not in combat, so... Maybe I'll be okay? Who knows? Okay. You're not in combat, so you're not gonna mess with me. And you can't do anything special because you don't have a melee weapon. This has not been a good start. It's definitely spicy. Alright. Yeah, this flank group is not good for me. They can definitely blow up. Okay, so if I run here, can I Brainworm you? Not quite. Damn. If I go all the way to the corner, can I Brainworm you? Still no. That's bad news. Okay, there is good news, though. It might not be enough, but Toxcloud does count as damage, and thus it will break Overwatch. The scary thing is, these guys all beat me on initiative. So I think I'm going to need to... Yeah, okay, here's the problem, right? You're going to see me no matter what. If I Toxcloud this way, I'm likely to get what I want. If I Brainworm, I'm likely to buy some time. You're still stunned for your next action. You're far. You need to be stopped, right? Like, I really can't get egress to safety. No one's going before. So, like, I have to go here in Toxcloud, and I'm pretty sure it'll just barely reach. And then I'm pretty sure my best option is to Brainworm this F-Duster and hope you don't get far enough. Thing is, you will. She will get an attack off, but she will only get one. So you're going to be alert. Oh, she heard those footsteps and turned that way. Heard those steps, turned there, and now it doesn't have the vision cone. That's actually really lucky for me. And I think this, like, for sure will go as far as I need it to go. Now, I could try to clip the street vendor and still, like, hit them, but I want to like, maximize distance traveled and just aim right here. Because I want as little risk as possible of this. But this guy is alert, so I'm going to brainworm him. Okay, you're going to now shoot bad guys for me. You might even throw grenades for me. Like, in my favor. I'm just going to have you end your turn. What's nice is he's going to bank 6 initiative for next turn. So he's going to go before that Overwatch guard. And like before the other guys as well. So, you can just end your turn. 23, great, you're going first. Toxcloud, please catch him. Yes. Okay, cool. Takes damage. Damage blocks Overwatch. He's not able to move. Huge W. The smoke lasts 3 turns. We're now going into turn 2 of the smoke. More chemical accelerants. Okay. Bender field is over. I'm in range of a lot of people. So the question is who... Ooh, I want this shot. He's got some cover, but realistically this is a pretty good turn for him. He's going down at 13. Most of my team can go first. This guy, this is the turn we got to kill him. He's stunned and not in Bender field. This is definitely the play. Actually, you know what I can do? So, Flush will apply to the primary target and nullify cover after the shot, even if I miss. So this guy's going to get a lot easier to hit, which is good. We missed, but at least we get rid of the cover. Debuffed. You're very low now. Now I can do it again, and I can go Called Shot here. And Called Shot gives me a guaranteed glancing hit. So that now, even if I do miss horribly, which is, you know, not unlikely, I will at least get some damage in both cases. So 94 and 81. Yeah, so we technically hit all bullets. This guy's very, very low. I have no AP, but I'm no longer in immediate danger of getting wrecked by these people. So it's as good as it's going to get. I might want to try to shotgun you. You're alive and going on 13, and there's no way I can reach you realistically. So the play really is... Let's see. This has minus accuracy, which is pretty worthwhile. So I'm going to go Biocoat Bullet, Shotgun Blast to Street Berserk. I just think the odds of her, you know, being dangerous to me are very high, so I'm just going to take the fight. Now she's woken up, yes. But Kato is going first, and... I mean, maybe it's not right for me to have done this, but I really feel like getting some of the progress here is worth it. She just buffed herself with Home Turf, so evasion and cover bonus. Thankfully, that's not that strong. She'll always add a poison, but the thing is she can reach me. So I kind of got to just take the shot. 3/4, we get it. Good job. This guy will run and shoot these people, probably. You're running over, but you're towards the middle, which is good. Who'd you shoot? It wasn't my guys, as far as I can tell. I don't even know who he shot, to be honest. Yeah, so they're close by now, which is scary. Who did he kill? A Bender, okay. I just saw him shoot in my vague direction. I got really afraid. Alright, so next tough thing is actually clearing out this guy. Unfortunately, when you're in smoke, the game doesn't draw previews for you for damage, which is really unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I'm going to take 2 AP to get out of smoke. I think we can use enough tools to get away from them. That's going to be okay. We get out of smoke. We don't have a shot yet. Basically, I can go here. I can take 1 shot, and then I can put in Overwatch, and it's probably good enough. Not guaranteed, but probably good enough. So we go here. We get a coin flip. That's bad. We're going to try again. Coin flip. Whew. Okay. We're safe. You're suspicious and doing literally nothing. You're going to shoot a guard, it looked like. That is a really long range shot. 34% from that range? Holy moly. Okay, well, let's go bump up the team. Let's delay all of these guys. I could have left him up, to be honest, but whatever. You're at 10. You're only suspicious. Okay, you're at 10. That's not too scary. The only other alert guards are these two. You're at 19. You're at 17. I'm hoping I have range here. Please tell me I have range. Okay, I have range here. So I can get to here. Let's be a little bit safe. Let's just hug there instead. It's still going to be hard for you to get line of sight on me. In fact, I'm going to like kind of go like this. Trying to like slice the pie such that he's going to not have a good time getting to me. Let's still be a little bit more risk averse. Let's go like this. That pie is less sharp. Okay, that's going to be clearly an atomic setter range. You're the only guy going early. Yeah, let's hope it's good enough. Alright, alright, alright. Well, it turns out the 9-kill requirement was a lowball estimate. There's only 10 turns. Oh no, they're also in the way. Holy moly, what an absolute banger of a mission. I'm really happy we have missions like this. This is so much more fun. So wildfires can shoot full auto urban assaults. They have the highest damage output available of any like street or syndicate level enemy. That can become really, really scary. If you're investigating, yeah, because cool. All right, all right, all right. Great. You're not in combat. You didn't see us. We're okay. This guy is still brainwormed. Go shoot somebody. Okay, not a ton of damage, but it's something. All right, let's... Oh gosh, these guys are gonna make my life so difficult. And as soon as they turn alert, they're gonna straight up, you know, have map hacks again. Okay, they're not close enough. I was gonna try to throw in bullet and just like lock them into a corner. That's not gonna be possible here though. This blocks line of sight, which is good. And your alert but have an SMG, so your range sucks. So getting across this bridge is actually pretty useful. I still want to get away before this guy decides to be spicy. And again, you're after everyone on my team, so I just can't delay, that's all. I might just like stand here and reload the urban assault. I'm a little bit afraid of what these guys do, but I think it'll be okay. I think I can manipulate initiative enough. That is really open, though. He's not really blocking. There we go. I can... That should be fine. Okay, I'm going to put you here. And I think instead of shooting and having these guys, like, reroute their pathing... Actually, you're going to be in the open. That's going to be scary. But... Okay. Oh, right. You can shoot me. I forgot about you entirely. And that was 65 to hit. Like, you actually deserve that one. I blanked. I entirely blanked. Do I have a shotgun blast up? Do I have stun? Next turn I have stun. Okay. And you're going on 19? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, this is horrible. Okay. Well, shoot. If we're all here, we can make it out. Like, this is roughly 6 action points, right? Like, this is 6 from here. So from here, we have enough. But how do I survive this guy? Who's, like, literally has perfect range on these shots. How do I survive that? I don't have any more smokes, I don't think. Let me double check, but I don't think I have any. Yeah, you have first aid. You've got a shock mine. You've got a shock mine and first aid. Okay, I have 2 first aids at least. And then you've got... Okay, so really it's just he's going to get shot. We have to first aid him. Thankfully, if you go to 0 HP, you go to bleeding out status. You don't instantly die. And so we can heal him and get him back up out of that. So, should be possible. Just like throw a first aid kit and be alright. But, alright. I'm just gonna SMG once. Get a little bit of damage here. Is it needed to SMG? Like, do I want to go here instead and reload the assault rifle? That's probably superior, to be honest. I have no way of getting away from this guy, though. He's just gonna be able to shoot me. If he puts this in Overwatch, it'll be really sad, but nothing I can do about that. Alright, do I want a Venom Trap? Or do I want to just run? I think I mostly want to just run. I think Venom Trap has some use, though. I think the thing is, he can't make it from here next turn anyway. So spending 1 AP is not a huge deal. I do need to reload at some point, but I think for now I do want to Venom Trap this guy. You know where I am. Venom Trap gives -1 move point, which means you can't chase me as hard. That's really valuable as well. I can still get grenaded. Like, it can still be bad, but this is the best I've got right now. I could have gone for the Shock Mine. That might have been better, actually. But this is not line of sight. This floor is in the way. Rhino is going to try to book it. I think we can... Let's see. The Detonator still can move. I'm going to leave her, like, kind of close so that she can heal if needed. How do I get this properly? Thing is, I'm going to get grenaded, like, for sure. This guy's definitely going to get hit. So I think I have to delay so that I can go for a heal. I think I'm legit going to stand, like, there, which is in the open, but these guys aren't going to really get to me. I have no ammo, which is a problem, but I need to be able to first aid kit. So I'm going to stand there so I'm not in clear line of sight. I'm going to have to run back and heal him, most likely. You're hunting. You're useless. Wildfire is going to be a problem. Yeah, you're running away. I don't want you to. But you're going to stop here and fight him, please. Please kill him. What? Excuse me? That doesn't block line of sight? I'm really happy you missed those. This is gonna be bad. Ow. Ow. Oh no, I actually could lose the game. If she shoots my Cyber Knight, I lose the game. I think you have enough extra points. If you have enough AP, I literally lose the game. Okay, we're safe. How do I go? I still might lose the game. Okay, I actually legit might lose this run. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this does not block line of sight, which I call bullshit. Alright, hey, I'll call it low, but this, prop does not block line of sight, which does not match my expectations. So, yeah. These guards shot my CK through the tarp, which doesn't make sense to me since this looks really opaque. I'll keep it low since, anyway, yeah. Anyway, screenshot makes it quite obvious which tarp I'm talking about, and they can, yeah, I think the visual indicators should be pretty obvious from the screenshot what I'm talking about, but I think it's reasonable to expect to not get shot here, right? I think it is reasonable to have that expectation. Alright, so here's the new plan. The new plan is to pray, basically. So here's what's going on. Alright, I need to reload my sniper rifle. Right, my sniper rifle needs more ammo. I also need to have line of sight on this dude right here, so that I can put him into Overwatch. Because if he shoots my Cyber Knight and he connects, I lose the game. It is over, the game is over. I do not have enough action points to get over there and have 2 AP to first aid kit. There are better first aid kits at higher level gear, which is like a throwable healing grenade. And if I had that, I would chuck it, and then my CK wouldn't be bleeding out anymore. But my CK is, of course, bleeding out. She's losing 20 health a turn from bleeding out. She's at 39, so, you know, as long as she can get a heal, it's fine. She's going relatively early. She, in fact, has a healing kit, so, like, as long as this guy doesn't shoot me, and there's no chance in hell he does, as long as this guy doesn't shoot me, which, oh, actually, he's stunned. Okay, so this guy's not going before the other guy. All right. This is much less desperate. I thought it was going to be really desperate, but it's not really desperate. It's still bad, but my CK should be immortal for the end of this turn. Okay, so the plan is to probably hide from this guy as much as we can, for now. We need to deal with this guy somehow, and I have no idea how. I can run up like this, which like really sucks, and throw it on Overwatch, but I really hate that because he's in cover. I can run to here and it's like shit, but it exists. I can use these containers as cover and kill these 4. I think it's actually pretty playable to kill these 4. These guys are going to be annoying, but I don't have a way around that right now. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run here and Overwatch. Overwatch this. That's going to be playable, I think. So I would like you to be stuck in place. A little bit of damage. AI tells people to move. Makes total sense. Violent trespassers. Makes total sense. Rewards of gunfire. Yes, of course. Is it accelerants? Probably accelerants, right? Yeah. So the fact they're printing movement points is not good for me. I don't like that. Also, this F-Duster is now fully aggro again. But he doesn't have any info yet. He's going to run very far. Shit, he tanked the Overwatch. That's bad for me. Alright, well, you are very low on health, and you will literally die next turn. If I wanted to sprint, I couldn't make it out. So I must first aid kit. There's no way I'm not doing that. No longer bleeding out. That's good news. I'm low on action points, and no one on my team is going before them. That is a very large problem. Still no one on my team is going before them. That is still a very large problem. How the fuck do I live here? I can shock mine one person. I think my CK dies. I don't think I can get away from this. The initiative is just too bad. I can give someone 3 initiative to like try to bump them up a little bit sooner. Like Egress going at 16 isn't actually that useful. I can hope they fight the I can try to hope that they fight the Brave Star. But yeah, Ohm can like spray our people really hard. So let's see, right? Yeah, all of my team is going late. All of my team is going late. I can stun one person, but, and I guess you, I mean, yeah, we could just like hope they fight Brave Star, really. But I think it's legit, like, hide behind the walls. Wait a little bit. Weirdly, actually, no, you're not even safe because Overwatch got broken, so she's safe to go be a jerk. Dang, I really should have aimed this Overwatch cone a lot shallower and put it here. It still would have probably, he probably still would have clipped it, but I think number one priority is get her to safety. Hope they find someone to thin each other out, but you just gotta hide. I actually wish I'd put him behind this wall as well instead of getting shot. I forgot about this guy. Alright, well, again, you need to hide. There's no way I can play this without just running away. Wish I had more action points, but I don't. Yep, you're in combat. You use enough AP, you're not shooting, I think? Nope, you have enough. Ow. Oh, he's bleeding out next shot. Which means she can hit him. And 2 shots can kill. He can be dead. First shot, bleeding out. Second shot kills. Goodbye. Oh, I'm fortunate. But can I heal him? Ugh. Okay, I'm losing mercs. That's for sure happening here, right? Thankfully, you have no contact yet. You're in... Please shoot him. Okay, at least you missed. Thank you for shooting him. Please keep shooting Brave Star. Yes, you're hitting Brave Star. Good. You actually might get two strikes here. Yep. Shredded. Nice. Alright, does Wildfire kill my guys? She's dead? Nope. Okay, ow, but not dead. Okay. You're bleeding out. You do not have a healing kit. I have 1 healing kit. Okay, he's... Okay, let's see. Who all is bleeding out? He is, and he's dead in 3 turns. He's bleeding out, and he's dead in 2. I can't make it out just yet. So... I only have 1 healing kit left, is the thing. So... I think my plan is going to be to somehow... And Unique has a pretty good initiative roll. This guy's going pretty early, which is scary, but I can maybe get around that somehow. I think my plan is legit, like, get this guy up to here. I have pre-computed back next turn, I guess, but I do. So, like, if you ran up to here, right? This guy is not a danger, right? This guy doesn't matter. So, I could take this guy, run up to here. If I don't get shot by the sniper, which realistically, right, I'm actually line of sight blocked right now. So, if he runs up like this, other options like throw HE grenades and whatnot. This guy is unstunned next turn, but he's at 13. It's not that bad. So this guy legit could run up like this. In fact, I could run a little bit short if I wanted to, but I only have 4 AP, so it's a little bit scary. So I run up like this. He's going to be at, like, 19 health, right? That's enough, though. It's enough to say that I either win the initiative lottery or Unique throws down pre-computed. He probably doesn't get shot by the sniper, and he gets to leave first, and he gets to live. And that's his only priority here. Now I could take a risk and go down to 1 AP and shoot once and hope I have enough. But I'm a little bit afraid of not having enough, and it's like not worth it. Because like, it's not like these guys die, right? One pistol shot does not change the outcome of this fight, so you're going to run there, and we're going to hope we can get you to safety. But it's likely we can. You're investigating, good for you. Okay, so he rolled really well. Only snipers ahead, that's actually really good news. All right, so you need to get next to Rhino. You need to get healed. You need to get into cover. You need to hide from the sniper. Unfortunately, I am not able to... Actually, hold on. I want to... Wait, why did that... Oh, he jumped... I see, he jumps it. Okay, I don't have a choice. I'm just going to rock here. I was going to try to see if getting rid of bleeding out would have given him the action points back, but I'm not sure that would have worked that way. Because it would be kind of... Let's see, like... Yeah, unfortunately, I can't make it do what I want. It's fine. He'll get buff for next turn. It'll be not the end of the world. I'll put you here. It is possible, by the way, to upgrade Brainworm enough to have a 0 action point cost, which would have been pretty useful. Also, the question is, do I want to block my sniper's line of sight? Like, can I get to a spot where she can still shoot? I think the answer is yes. I think that is functional. I think it's very unlikely to get shot there. I think it's very unlikely to get shot from behind. I think you won't have good line of sight to the floor. And even still, like, the heal makes this pretty playable. Okay, you're done. You just need to heal. There's, like, no way we're not doing that. Okay, not bleeding out anymore. Big news. We have 4 AP. Alright, what do I care about? I care about you two some. We're not in great cover. I'm pretty sure these guys, like, we count as not in cover for this entirely. You have an angle on no one right now. You probably shoot one of these guards because you have a line of sight on them, but, like, these 3 are all safe. You're behind this barrier. And so you probably shoot this guy, if possible, though this floor might be in the way, or you shoot this guy. I would expect you to. I mean, maybe you don't, but that's what I expect you to do. This gun, by the way, not accurate on the short range stuff. Actually, I don't have these guys anyway. They're not in line of sight. Okay. Am I worried about these guys? Like, realistically. So, I'm not worried about the suspicious ones. They're not going to get there in time. You've got an urban assault, but you are 36 meters away, so it's like, if you're here, you don't shoot me. If you're here, you don't shoot me. If you're here, you're out of action points. So you don't matter. You are 30 meters away. You also can't shoot me. You'd have to go all the way around. So I think these two don't matter. These two don't matter. The only ones who matter, you can get in range. You can, well, actually, not easily. Because this blocks. So you'd have to get all the way up to here, and you'd out of action points. Okay, so none of these guards matter. You matter a little bit. But as long as they stay in cover, it's not a big deal. I don't know if I want to risk... Yeah, I have no line of sight because this guy's blocking, which I expected, but it's true. I don't have Tactical Surge until turn 13, but I don't want to wait that long if I can help it. The problem is I can't get in cover and reload my revolver successfully. So and like, there's no way I have a real shot here with a sniper rifle at this short of a range. So the guards who matter are you, which you're going to hide from, and you, who Unique and Egress go before, but Egress is running for the hills. So only Unique can do anything here. This guy's a real combatant. So because he's a real combatant, how do you want to play around that? I think Unique, like, she could jump out and shoot. It would be okay, but this guy's like, this guy's such a problem. And I can't guarantee he hits Brave Star. And I do have to kill these guys as well, actually. These are all, like, pretty relevant. Thankfully, you're at 12. And you're at 12, and you're low and at 13. So we can, like, kind of Alpha Strike here. Going here does not guarantee I have action points first. Yeah, if I go here, I'm really not worried about these guys. The sniper is likely not at a good range. Actually, that's not bad. The sniper has an 18 min range. That's going to be, like, actually decent right here. So standing here, hitting nest and going for that shot is actually pretty playable. Okay, I'm kind of digging that. I'm kind of digging taking a very short step forward, hitting nest and going for that shot. I should be safe from the sniper, and I'm safe from these guys for at least one turn. The escalation might be more reinforcement right there, but I'll deal with that if it happens. All right. We stand here. We pop nest. And we try to take this guy down. Good start. Okay. Let's see what we get. Escalation. Is it reinforcements or drugs? It's all we've seen for a while. He's almost dead, but he will live. Dangerous intruders. Escalating protocols. Okay, it's drugs again. Honestly, they were already on drugs, so it's fine. You should have been able to shoot me, please. Oh, he just did nothing? He chose to end his... Oh, wait. Oh, Toxcloud hit him. Toxcloud just barely moved forward and caught him and dropped position by 2. That's actually huge. Well, I don't know if it's huge. It might be helpful. I'll take that a step back. Because it might have meant he would have shot some of these guys, and that would have been good for me. I'm going to do a short yield. Oh, no, I can't. I don't want to go to 17, because I want to go before these guys. Okay. Only Unique gets to go first. Egress already has a good initiative roll. Okay, so I'm going to walk. I'm going to take one step. I'm going to full auto this guy. We'll see how it goes. I will have 2 AP left. Let's lower the number of targets. Hit him with 3 bullets. Hit the Berserk with 2. I think that's fine. But if I go for more targets, it's 2, 2, and 1. I think the 1 hit on the Brave Star guy is not correct. He might pull fire for me. So I'd actually rather leave him alive. 3 on the Grunt Captain. Decent chance of it working well. If I get a crit, which is pretty likely, we might even get the kill. We get a crit, we didn't get enough bullets. Okay. So Egress goes next no matter what. So he is always safe. Oops, sorry. He makes it out no matter what. The next consideration then is, do I want to bump someone else's initiative? So you're going before Rhino, and I don't like that. The alternative... Yeah, and I don't want to stay out here because this guy can shoot me. Because he's available again. So I'm going to bump Rhino's initiative. One thing I could do is bump Rewind. It's 1 AP as well. It's a little bit less initiative, but it would still get her first. But I don't think she has any talents I want to recharge here. Deathwatch has some value. Hit Streak has some value. It also gives move speed, but I would actually rather use Rewind on somebody else like Sprinkle with Brainworm. Nervotoxia also quite good. Thing is, I can't stay out in the open like this, so... okay, so one other consideration, real quick, is I can force bump Sprinkle here instead of her. Sprinkle can run up, shotgun this guy, no problem at all. The 71. Let's see. Who's the best one to bump, actually? Because I can also then get a Brainworm out. Okay, I think what I want to do is legit... Yeah, if I rewind Sprinkle, Sprinkle's to 18. That means he goes before Lambda. He gets to run up here. He gets to run up here, right? That's like 2 to 3 AP. Shotgun stun, that'll always work. Or shotgun stun here, which is also good. We stun both of them. We get to Brainworm... Maybe you, weirdly enough, but like that's probably actually the play. Yeah, you're leaving. What's your ammo count? Do I know it? The ammo, no, they haven't added it yet. It's been a request. I don't think they've added ammo yet. I think he's at no ammo in a shotgun, so I've got to actually reload first as well. So it's like spend 3 to run here. Oh, it's like spend 3 to run there, reload for 2. Okay, it's probably just reload for 2, stun for 2, and then try to Brainworm. It's something like that. Okay, let's go for the Brainworm angle. I misclicked. Fuck. I misclicked. That's my bad. I meant to press tab again. We're no longer doing the Brainworm angle. And I can't stay here. There's no way I want to do this. Okay, this mission got harder because I fucked up. It's okay. You're done for now. Next turn is Tax Surge and I can get out. So the guy who matters is you. I have guaranteed hit. That's good news. Good. Okay. So you're at 12, you're at 13, and you're at 12. So none of you guys are going before my team, But as soon as I press yield or delay or whatever, everyone goes before she does. So, does she need to kill somebody before the turn is over? You have no chance on the long shot. You can reload the revolver and shoot once, which seems like my best option, maybe? Or I take at one of these guys with the sniper rifle. I am quite confident that with Tactical Surge, we can all leave during turn 13. So my only priority now is maximize survival. Shotgun stun plus brainworm is hopefully good enough. I really hope this sniper doesn't completely ruin my day. If I do a short yield, I go to 17, which is enough to let Egress leave and give me another line of sight here. So I'm at a short yield. Egress is going to get out. Yeah, he had... Cool. I'm glad I didn't do that pistol shot because I had just enough AP to get out. Alright, you've got a egress, dude. Alright, he's going to live. Alright, where are you headed? What are you looking for? Guards? Please shoot a guard. Good. You shot a guard. Overwatch sucks for me a little bit, but it's fine. He's going at 16. And he's going to lose it next turn because of Venom Trap. Or Tox Cloud. That's actually totally fine. Alright, so again, we can definitely Nervotox stun you. Oh, I don't have line of sight on the wildfire. And I can't get it. Okay, shoot. I can't pin the wildfire down. There's no way to do so. Alright, that's going to be a little bit scary. I need to... Is it Overwatch in a Dream, then? I think it's Overwatch in a Dream. That's scary, but I think it's my only option. Please don't get shot by these guys from behind, basically. I'm surprised I can't shoot that. That, like, something is blocking line of sight. That this gets blocked, but that doesn't. That's kind of wild. Okay, I'm gonna... Actually, I want to kind of report that. That seems kind of weird. I'm gonna double check that it's actually true. Yeah, we have these 3, these 4, and then I can't shoot this one. Okay. Cool, we'll go, strange line of sight blocking. Okay, so this is, Rhino cannot shoot Ohm. I don't know why. This prop seems weird. So I feel like that's like... This looks like a straight line. Yeah, so like there's some prop here somewhere where it's kind of funky. Alright. Cool. Well, that means we have to let her step out in order to shoot. I do not have better options here. I cannot generate line of sight. I still have Nest on, which is cute for the rest of this turn. I've hit Phreak on for some crit chance. Best option I have is Deathwatch this. And we're going to stun these two so that it's not too... Actually, no, the stun is still down, isn't it? Okay, no, the stun is out. That's good. Okay. Yeah, okay, sorry. So, we Deathwatch, and we hope it's good enough. Yeah, I think you have no chance. You might grenade the team. Nope, okay. Alright. Yeah, I have to reload. That's totally fine. I'm going to Nervotox shell these two. Can only hit one of them. That's fine, though. It should still apply. Missing doesn't matter. It still stuns them all. Didn't hit you in range. It is possible to increase the radius of the stun to get more people. I don't want to Tox Cloud this way. That's really scary. I could Tox Cloud that way. It would be fine. We'd probably catch them. I have 1 action point. Tox Cloud seems like a worthy use of that action point. It's -2 initiative. It's minus move speed. It's good overall. I think straight line there is fine. I think straight line this way is unneeded. We just need to not die to this guy. Right, that's all we need at this point. If I had Brainworm, by the way, I don't think I could have snuck up far enough. Yeah, I'm like at the edge of Overwatch. And without getting plus Brainworm radius, I couldn't have done this, so... I'm just going to throw a Tox Cloud back here. Let's hope this goes well. No, shoot. Okay, you're going to shoot this guy. Nice, dude. Yep, you're useless. You're stunned. You just can't get in range, so she's prioritizing defense, which makes total sense. You're investigating, but you're useless. You're stunned. Here we go. Oh, they're both hurt. Ow. Shredded both their armors. Okay, I need to have better initiative than her, or I'm screwed. If the Wildfire has best initiative, I lose the game. Or, like, I lose 2 mercs, or something like that. Because if they're bleeding out, they can't make it in time. Like, they can't get to the exit. And it's going to be hard to have enough firepower to get the kill that I want. Okay, it's playable. Yeah, I think you're still not in attack range. I'm not worried. You're investigating, but yeah, you're just not real. You're suspicious. You're kind of not real. This guy should... Oh, it's fine, I guess. Okay, we're not bleeding out. Yeah, you are still stunned for 1 full turn. I can't quite get out just yet. You're at 10. Okay, but Sprinkle could brainworm you, right? Okay, so let's see. Who has turns left that I care about? This crew is all far away, so I don't care about these guys at all. You're done. You have a turn, and that's a little bit scary. If I'm here, there is a chance that something kind of matters. You are also scary. How do I... Okay, but I'm going to handle you with a Brainworm, though. I Brainworm back. So if I run here, you could actually get a real shot at me. That would be legitimately, like, a real possibility. But if I am where I am now, it's also a real possibility. What is it? So the reason I'm thinking about this, by the way, right, is I have Tactical Surge this turn. It's up. I also pre-computed, if I need it. What that means is I can run somebody to 1 AP left, and then attack surge, make it out. Because the goal is just get out. The goal is get out. Also, if I want the gold cubes, it's this turn. Sure. Not what I'm thinking about. And so if I get far enough away, and it gets to be Unique's turn, Unique gets to throw down Tactical Surge, and the entire team gets to Delta. I think she will have enough action points to also be able to, like, burn pre-computed, and it's going to be fine. But there's a small risk that's not true. I think it is, though, so I'm going to take the risk because I really don't want to deal with this character. This is really scary for me. And again, because I pre-computed up, we should be fine. And if it's not... Actually, no, you're brainwormed. I don't care. Okay. It's this guy that I'm a little concerned about, but I'm pretty sure I can beat him, too. With, again, pre-computed. So you're going to delay. You are not in range to fight me. You're stunned. You need to... Oh, right. This guy's going to be a real annoyance. I need to go even shorter. I need to go down to -2. But I'm pretty sure I have to brainworm this guy. Actually, wait. Okay. Oh, it's actually not as bad as I thought. Okay. If I go to here... okay, so if I go to here, and I brainworm... Like, there's no way I don't need, you know, all 3 AP here. There's no way I need all 3 AP here, so I can brainworm this just to, like... It's for peace of mind more than anything else. Okay. Then I do a short yield. This puts me on Tactical Surge, which puts him back above everyone else, so Sprinkle can easily make the run. Right? So he's next. And so, and you can see I have the AP left that I can pre-compute it. Bump Rhino. Somehow pre-computed ended up mattering, which is wild to me. I wasn't sure it was going to. I also had Atomic Stutter, so I had a lot of, like, things that could have worked here. But you can see my entire team now goes first. I managed to get my entire team enough action points and enough initiative that we are GTFOing. This was an incredibly painful and costly mission. Yeah, we have exactly enough AP. It turns out I did not need Brainworm. But I also knew I didn't need the last action point there for it. And somehow we needed exactly 2 medkits. That is wild. I have never had a mission this close. That is wild. I can smell the safety. Welcome to your new home for a while, Dakota. Holy moly. Okay. Well, that was very fun. That was very fun. Holy moly. Alright, the timing of that patrol along the wall was too perfect tonight. Someone had tipped them off. They thought they had the advantage, but it didn't pay out. The important part is we got the envoy. They're with us now. What's next? The envoy needs protection while they make their rounds, meeting with certain partners in the city. We will stash the envoy somewhere safe. Then, when we're ready to start this bodyguard legwork, we'll talk to you again. The Ricksham won't wait too long. Get your crew in order. Let's get started in the next few days. So, yeah, long duration injuries, several wounds. This is going to be expensive to heal up. Yeah, this is... Okay, well, we're going to need new mercs, right? Because a lot of my crew is down for the count. So we're going to go hire some new ones. That's fine, though. We can do that. But yeah, we got our extra influence. The team gained some power level. Owen gets more powerful. Okay, great. And yeah, we're moving the mission forward. All right. Of course, the guy has legwork he wants to do. Of course. Cool, so we should definitely try to pay for treatment. Yeah, I don't have many beds, though, is the problem. 18 days. Oop, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, so it's like you can pay for treatment, and you can cut a decent amount of the time off for not, that much. Cutting, about half off is pretty useful, of course. Obviously, he's stressed because he got shot a whole bunch. Sure. All right, so what order do I want to take this in? He's going to be done relatively soon, but he's got to get this treated afterwards. Basically, he can leave the sim truth at any time. So you're available, you're available, you're available. I only have 3 mercs right now, so I will at some point need a 4th, with missions eventually coming up. So I should get someone ready as soon as possible. Which means whoever's the smallest timer is the one I grab. Which is going to be Rhino at 7 days, I guess. Yeah, it's close enough to the Cyberknight. I'm going to take the Cyberknight here. But yeah, let's get you ready for action as fast as possible. That seems worth it to me. When my tasks are done here, I do want to upgrade the barracks to make room for a extra mercenary. That's going to be kind of needed. But yeah, I don't have enough people available for a while. I have this mission due in 9 days, but I want to take because it's a bunch of influence for Origami Joe. The nice thing is I can basically just take one stabilizer part, then get out, which is going to be relatively easy. Yeah, okay, so this legwork is due in 4 days. That's a pretty tight timer there as well. We can run, him or something. I actually got to take him out of the Simstream trainer. There's no way I'm running any missions for a while. I am tempted to say, literally right now, exactly right now, let's just do nothing. Let's have pure downtime. Let's run some legworks. And, spend this time to recover. I think that's reasonable. So, here, let's take our safety save. And yeah, I think the play is start the legwork missions now. It's going to take a while anyway. You're not leveled yet. Darn. I would like you to be leveled, but oh well. Yeah, okay. So let's start the legworks. And then eventually my team will be ready and it'll be fine. I guess delaying this a bit is correct, but my underworld tokens are already, overflowing. So I kind of want that to go well also. Well, let's see. I guess it's generating an extra token. It's, overflowing, so I guess we'll delay a little bit here. Alright, let's go bump the barracks so I can get another merc. Obviously, our heat level's really high. That's a little bit scary as well. Is what it is. Trainer's open, as expected. These are getting built out. Okay, yeah. We'll get these as late as possible. Weapon crafting is done. That's a revolver. Now let's go build the big pistol here. Let's build the Raptor. I've got a decent number of gold heaves, not a ton, but some. Let's go here. It's kind of costly, but this is worth it. I don't want to add these blueprints yet. I want to wait until I'm crafting level 5 plus gear and have an upgraded cold storage to combine more blueprints so that I can get higher level crafts overall. But I will build this. Moderately expensive, but not too bad. I'm going to try to delay this if I can. Let's see, this is still due in 5 days 18. Okay, fine. Stress limit break. I don't want to reroll this. I think plus discontent is fine. Discontent to 30 is not a big deal. Hype limit break. Not going to reroll these, I don't think. I think loyalty is reasonable. The These are not useful right now. I think they're going to retrofit them at some point to do different things, but for now it's not that. So we'll just bump loyalty. It seems fine with me. But cool that she got a hype limit break. Okay, yeah, no tokens yet. But yeah, I want to let as much... Oh, we've got a problem. Henninger has picked up our trail from a hit on our finance smoker. Oh, that's going to be a problem as well. Anyway, yeah. When do I want to start my legwork? I'm not sure. I think still it's like let time take forward when I can. Need one of your mercs on the legwork. Help me collect on some debtors who are trying to stiff me. It's the same dialogue we had from the other doctor. Say procedurally generated legwork. Of note, probably my Scourge or Soldier should go, but I'm going to delay briefly because I want to line it up with this and have it come as late as possible, because at some point that mission is going to be due. Let's go detox and then counter intel on the outside corner. This will be counter intel when I can. Okay, he's healing a bit. That's good. Now let's go fix the actual wound. 25 days, not too, or 25k, 4 days, not too bad. Okay, he'll be back in action soon enough. Let's keep time ticking forward. I'm holding blood money for you if you can help me execute 3 enemy captains. As days tick by, Warner Braun is strengthening the reserves in New Boston. We'll be paying you on behalf of some interested parties who want to keep them on the weak side of things. That's very clear then. Money for blood. We all know we can't keep them down forever, but keeping them weak opens up so many opportunities. Certainly you've benefited. We'll consider the work. Well, he's got a kill 3 captains job. Will be paid per target we are able to eliminate before extracting. The Byzantine option. Byzantine? Pretty sure it's Byzantine. Okay, so fun map here. We've got relatively chill Matrix host. A bunch of influence is kind of nice. This guy does sell combat drugs. We have another drug seller, I think, but that's fine. He has negative trust, by the way. People who are negative trust do not actually offer you their services, and also they pay you less money. So I don't really care about this mission. Like, I could choose to skip it, but I don't hate it. And again, limit breaks can be fun, so may run that when I have time. Otherwise, though, waiting for this to tick down. There we go. Room's cleaned up. Let's get the counter intel pod ready. So power wires here. Barracks done soon, which means I can hire somebody once I have space. That'll be cool. Field ops is getting better and better. Influence limit break. Sure, syndicate merch is better. It's the only thing you really do is pay for stuff, so that's fine. Let me double check something real quick around contacts and influences. Okay, Ghoul can upgrade, Dance Hall can upgrade. Okay, cool. If Dance Hall can upgrade, it's good enough for me. Puppet Master won't be available in time for that, but that's okay. Let's get the new legwork. We are ready to start the Envoys tour and assign a merc to bodyguard, assign a merc to bodyguard legwork. Help me keep my promise to Drasho, and my power play will pay out. No one's going to enjoy extended bodyguard duty, but we will do what needs to be done. Well, won't travel with more than 1 bodyguard, so we have to pick well. Okay, well, protocol's the best option here. Obviously, no one else can go, so pretty fortunate that he was healed and safe, but we would have been in a really bad spot. I would have had to try to find some way to, like, delay this. Fire somebody, and then hire a new merc from the space. But, yeah. Protocol's there for 2 weeks. Alright, Dakota won't travel more than 1 bodyguard, so I have to pick well. Follow, secure the location, know the exits. I'll keep the envoy safe. Sounds like Dakota has a lot of planned stops. Going to be off walking the street for a while. The Ricksham have picked us to keep their envoy safe. Do that, and their product will flow. Okay, so that part's going well. Now, from recollection, I don't have other people who are good at this second legwork here, but we have downtime as it stands, so I would rather look at this, have a suboptimal legwork recipient here with upsell, but it allows me to actually do it and make some progress, and I can bump this chance to like 80%, which is not horrible. So we're going to put him on this for 7 days. I'll probably going to enjoy this too much. Remember, Choppa, I still want them as customers, remember? Alright, so we have legwork going on here. Now, I also think we could start this dialogue here with Henninger. Or about Henninger, because I think it's going to turn into legwork. We got a problem. She's picked up our trail from the hit on her finance bunker. We left a trace. No matter how careful we were, it was only a matter of time. Long arm of the D cartel, a syndicate boss like Henninger, is not going to accept being robbed like that. Word on the street is that a bounty is being put together. Once they figure out exactly where the heads, which heads to put it on, we'll have more heat on our backs. Alright, get Octane in the vid. She needs to fix this. Ah, so you've heard. I tried to distract Henninger, but there has been a lot of talk among the other syndicate bosses. Henninger can't let it go without looking weak. Only healed by bloodletting. We're in Loophole Heist. You need to fix this. We're together on this endeavor, so I will do everything I can to give you cover. You know that. But I'm burning some of my own D-Cartel credit to do it, taking a risk. I'll need something in return. So she asked for one obligation. I tried to slow Henninger down, but word got out, and some of the other bosses have been murmuring, talking. It's a black eye at this point. So she can reduce the headhunters from 2 to 1, but we'd owe her an obligation. Once they identify us, what kind of trouble should we expect? Well, each headhunter is specific. They're a powerful enemy. They run a squad. Once they're on our trail, we don't know when they're going to show up. They're going to show up mid-mission, and they might even assassinate a weaker contact. That is currently not in the game in early access, though they're going to add it relatively soon. It seems like maybe before full release even. If we can survive a few attempts from headhunters, they may give up trying, or we can just kill them. Okay, well, we can run this here. Cadillac, our sleuth, can misdirect the headhunters, and I mean that's pretty useful to reduce the count from 2 to 1. Although, the one consideration here is if I need her to run the mission for Origami Joe, honestly, we'll just leave the headhunters in and choose to interact with them and leave her up so that she can run missions for us. Alright, no one here is under any delusion that this line of work won't eventually earn us the award of being a headhunter target. Crossing the D cartel. This was a guarantee eventually. It's funny that Dakota's here. If this has to be the way, we'll meet them face to face. Alright, so that's fine. We are running some legworks. We are on 2 of them right now, right? Yeah, we're on 2 of them. And so we should use our first token to get the cooldown started as soon as possible. Bump our legwork chances. As people are healing, we have a decent chance of running this mission without it being a complete catastrophe. Try to get the counter intel pod ready, go for some cooling. Hype limit break, nice. Secretive is fine. Loyalty is also good. I'll take loyalty. Alright. We got somebody out from under the knife. That's good. 4 days 12. Our next mission is due in 3 days 18. So without Cyber Knight would have to be the requirement there. I'm not sure I'd love that. I might instead get people out from the doctor as fast as possible. So what I'm thinking is I want to run this mission, just this one, with... I only have 2 people right now. So I need to get 2 more people freed up. That's, you know, to be fair, this is going to be all done in 2 days, so that's not going to be that big of a deal. But as soon as these guys are done, you know, we're out. In terms of saving as much money as possible, we take the ones who are, you know, down the longest and say, treatment, 5k, not a big deal. Look at someone who takes, you know, less time. It's still 5k, so yeah, getting the CK back was reasonable. I probably could have done a bit more planning around getting her back at the exact right time, but whatever. But I'm going to get you treated. And let's see. So yeah, we're building these things here. We have the cold storage done. We can, as a result now, with an open barrack spot, we can go here and we can get a new recruit. A new recruit who requires space in the barracks. We can get a soldier, a vanguard, a cybersword, a sniper, a scourge, an agent EX, or a gunslinger. Well, the thing we were missing is a cybersword. You can see that comes at level 6, by the way. So if we had the face talent for increased level, we could get them up to like closer to 10. But let's buy this. Locate a level 6 cybersword recruit. So we put out the call to find a capable cybersword who turned up. I worked our network, and the shadows delivered. Mark Sanders connected us with an curious ex-Megacorp weapons developer. He left research and design looking for something more visceral. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mir. I'll be waiting for your call. Keep in mind, the people who end up down here, willing to join a Cyber Knight's crew, they've all got baggage, a screw loose, something hunting them, or someone hunting them. No one makes it this far in the shadows without a tattered record. Use the roster to check out all of his attributes, traits, and backstory. And when you're ready, start the recruitment conversation and further develop their backstory and decide if you want to make an offer. Okay, cool. Well, let's see what you got. So we can see that this is an ex-Ultratech weapons dev. They again with a good amount of good attributes overall. Some health is useful. Melee accuracy is good. Like this is a really really solid background. They are bloodthirsty, so +1 strength, whatever. 8% kinetic damage, solid. But if you don't personally kill 4 enemies, you might get stressed. Cool. Very ambivalent among factions. Never blocked by mission or anything that's kind of nice. Deep knowledge of weapons dev. So this is a trait that right now is not hooked up to anything, but the way the mission is going to work is traits can cause specific mission types. Trust Mark Sanders, a gang boss. We can go see who Mark Sanders is. I think he's new for us. I'm still sorting about influence, right? Yeah, here's Mark. He's going to introduce Mir. Cool. And he sells drugs. He sells military items. So does Origami Joe, though, so really it's just the combat drugs is unique. He does buy armor blueprints, and his trust score is already 0. So it's a better gang boss contact than, say, like, B-Tuna, who has the same stuff, but is negative trust. So, why bother, right? Anyway, though, yeah, we've got a dialogue to go for. Let me introduce my friend. You won't find a more deadly blade in New Boston. We've been running together for a while, but he is more suited for a small team than what I'm running here. Before we meet, give us more on that. What do you mean? Well, he's a bit of a lone wolf, a bit hard to understand at times. No question, he is highly trained, knows his biz, and is very deadly, but he grated on my people. We have some lone wolves here, thank you for that. Let's do this intro. Been hoping to be a Cyber Knight ever since I ditched Ultratech. This feels right. So, Mark tells us you used to work at Weapons Lab. Yeah, I passed my aptitude tests to secure Ultratech citizenship. And by that, I mean I bribed my way through like everyone else does. It turns out my aptitudes leaned toward weapons, close in and personal melee. If Ultratech participated in something like UKF, I probably would have been farmed out to their team. But they didn't have a team, so I ended up in a research lab. I was trained as an evaluator and a fabricator. So you gotta play with all the latest prototypes. Yeah, but only against test dummies and drones. It's dry work. No blood? I meant it's boring. I'm talented. I don't want to rot in a lab. So you're bored enough to walk from Megacorp citizenship. If you have to pass aptitude tests to get your citizenship garb, you aren't a big honcho. My family afforded the bribes to get me through, but that was it. Now, if you're some Bujo Corp kid with actual stock shares coming your way, now it's a different story. I was bored, and I could see my future, growing old and slow in that sterile lab. That's it. I walked. I went looking for something to make me feel alive. I found Mark, but I still want something more. You bring a unique skill set with you from the streets. What makes you worth hiring on? We get a following trait. Well, you hire a blade with the blade can drew. I'm a cold killer with a bunch of crit chance. A crit chance is pretty good. If you play your Cybersword stealthily, most Cybersword types have really good stealth crit damage. And so playing for a high crit chance build can be really valuable. Now, that probably requires you to multiclass into Vanguard or have an Agent EX nearby to keep footsteps quiet. Cybersword does have a silent running talent. I think it's okay. I think the Vanguard's is better, but it's functional. So you can play a quiet Cybersword without multiclassing. You don't work in a lab like that without learning a lot of Megafab secrets. If you're running a ghetto fab down here, I can help. So you can make our weapons and weapon mods cheaper to craft. He also just comes with tech, which is also crit chance, by the way. Not as much as this, but it's some. He also gains XP, which I think is of pretty low value. My training and bioregimen and Ultratech were rigorous when it comes to a fight. I am bull built. I'm going to power through what happens. So strength is actually a really good damage modifier. It gains kinetic damage as bonus pure damage. So this is probably 4% or so more damage per point. Pretty good. Or sorry, 2% more damage per point. So this is 4% more damage. This is if I can be stealthy. This crit chance matters a lot. Cheaper weapons and weapon mods is kind of nice, and like a decent amount of crit chance here from the tech. I think ultimately, with our difficulty settings, I am not feeling that the price is a big deal. I don't feel like things are too expensive for me because I'm not running on reduced money. So I'm not worried about the price tags here. So I'm going to skip this because I don't care about that. I think I'm going to end up going for just baseline crit chance then, because crit is good, and we can find a way to be stealthy on this guy. I think it's reasonable. Although, to be fair, being a pure combatant, he's very often going to be someone running in full combat missions, and so I'm not going to be stealthy often. That lowers the crit value a decent amount, because none of his weapons have non-stealth crit chance. They have the baseline like 1.5x like everything else does, so not as valuable. So let's see. I mean, this basically says deal 3% more damage. This says deal 4% more damage. This is a price reduction. I don't ultra love any of these. I think I actually might go for making him tankier, just because he's going to be kind of stuck in the front line and trying to deal damage. I think that's going to be functional. So we'll give him strength. If you're bringing a sword to a fight, you need to be able to take lethal hits and keep hitting back. In our line of work, we need exactly those kind of skills to stay one step ahead. What do you think, Blur? I've got one more question. I know you said you just walked away like it didn't matter, but Megacorps don't just let people go. If you want us to take you seriously, tell us the entire story. I like the both of you, because I want to work for someone with a sharp eye. You don't miss a beat. You never pressed me on it, but I'm willing to tell you. That's good, because, again, trust is our baseline. This is set every time. So the final option is, when I left Ultratech, I tried to get recruited by Rooktech. It did not go well, ended up killing my handler and a few of their goons. So there's going to be some hatred from Rooktech. Maybe a bridge burnt, so we can't go on missions against them. That would like limit his options here. On my way out, I took a chance to gut one of the superiors I hated. Never liked him. It's a nice way to say goodbye. Ultratech hasn't forgiven me, so there's a hatred with Ultratech. Okay. And when I first got loose, I had a nasty run-in with Bravestar that left one of their street captains dead. They're still looking for me. Hatred for Bravestar. I think it's very, very unlikely we run missions. Well, that's not true. Let's just say, yeah, I don't know. So this is probably you are. I don't know if it's faction bard. Maybe it is, or it just like spawns someone who hates him. I'm not sure which of these would be. But let's say, you know, he kills someone from Ultratech. I think that's fine. This was an unforced error. I'd worked there too long and needed to say goodbye in a way. It's a very strange way to describe a bloody mess you made for yourself. And now we have to decide if we're willing to step into it. A private word? What do you think? Well, he's got oddities. Cold, calculating, clearly a killer deep down inside. Might be perfect for our team. And yeah, welcome to the team. Excuse me. Let me cut a few of your enemies down, and you won't regret this. Alright, well, he is on the team. He is faction bard. We can't execute legwork inside Ultratech. That's not the end of the world. He is hunted by Ultratech. That's expected here as well. Not terribly horrible overall. But yeah, he can never be blocked. Oh, I forgot. You're right. He can never be blocked by doing things, so it's not a big deal. I'm curious how these will interact. But at least, you know, not blocked by a mission. Anyway, so class training. Let's talk about Cybersword. Wow, this is going really long. Not only is it like the longest like mission I've had, but we're now going into options here. So basically, I don't love improved power slide. I think it's kind of weak. I think Choppa is pretty solid. You get some free action points. You can get a little bit of kinetic damage for the turn as well. The big thing though is Deflection Field is a really good way of saving your life. So is Aegis, and Slash Slide is like the talent for being powerful. I also want to go grab Preempt here. I also want to grab Shielded Rush. The question I have basically is, do I want to like go up through Whisper Kill and eventually grab... So like, I cannot use Whisper Kill without an Agent EX making something else quiet or grabbing Lightfoot myself. And you can make Lightfoot go pretty far or give you Stealth Crit chance, which is, you know, pretty solid here. But I'm probably not playing stealth missions on this guy very often. So what I care about are these two tank talents. I can get 0 AP. I can get more charges and whatnot. Aegis is good to be tanky. Shielded Rush is good to get rid of Overwatch charges. Preempt is a nice melee Overwatch ability, which is very good. I'm always taking Slash Slide. I'm always taking Deflection Field. I could go through Power Slice into Choppa, or I could go through these stats into Choppa. If I'm going to use blunt weapons, I'm going to use clubs, baseline Power Slice is good enough on its own, because it means the stun lasts +1 turn. That's really valuable. As a baseline, double your stun duration on a club, really, really, really good. I think that's probably the right choice here. Going into Choppa right away is also kind of reasonable. Going into... Yeah, I'm just going to grab like all the early talents, basically. So we go here, we go there. I'm going to cap out Slash Slide. This is the, I would argue, best Cybersword talent in the game. It feels, in a way, mandatory, because the power level is quite high. And it just, like, makes blades, like, really functional. You get to hit 2 to 3 people. It functionally costs 0 action points because you walk as far as you would have walked for 2 AP while also dealing the damage. So you basically, like, get to print 4, 6, sometimes even 8 free action points. This will also go over things like, it's functionally a teleport, so it'll go over things like laser gates, funnily enough. Anyway, yeah, I think it's going to be hard to make use of Whisper Kill, because I have to one-shot for it to do anything. And that's the thing, is like, you have to one-shot, so you have to actually have like a really good like crit chance. And I would need a talent limit of 8 to get Shielded Rush and Preempt. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to ditch Whisper Kill. And even though it's going to cost me some extra travel nodes to get there, I'm going to go like this and come down to Preempt this way. And I want to get to Shielded Rush kind of early. I don't think I need the points in Chop It that badly. I mean, +1. Yeah, I mean, like, the cooldown is kind of whatever, the charge is kind of whatever. I think just getting this by itself is enough. Get 2 AP once in a while. And then I'm going to say, basically, do I want Strength and Health or Strength and Accuracy? I'll go Strength and Accuracy. I'll go here for Strength and Accuracy. I could get Arc Field at some other point in time. It's not unreasonable. It's a free shield whenever you use something that costs battery. But I'm going to go here. I'm going to grab this and then come here. Well, it's nice to get a move point here and a move point here, so I get, like, quite a lot of move speed, which is very good. And then, yeah, I'm going to skip most of this stuff. But I want Shielded Rush, I want Preempt. So that's his setup. Okay, good. I've got an open task available. What I'm going to go for is maybe Underworld Hub 3. It's expensive, though. I could keep upping Cold Storage, which I think is probably the best option. I'm pretty far from needing Nano Scrubber. I could go level 2 Hacking Station and get some new stuff. I could try to go for level 3 Field Ops, which is not terribly expensive, but does cost something, but I get more tokens, which is really valuable. The tokens are great. I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Let's move toward Field Ops 3. I feel like I want to do that. Alright, we can let some time tick forward again. Pistol is built. Nothing else I can really craft here. I've got everything else already built, so there's no obvious crafts just yet. We're still having people recover from wounds. We've got all our doctor visits already happening. So nothing I can do except let time tick forward. Sims Room Detox is up. Great. Although I can't really send someone very cleanly. I guess I could have Rhino take a seat. Because basically for this mission, right, we're going to run it. I'm probably going to skip this one, to be honest, but I can run this mission. And I'm up to 3 mercs. I need a 4th. That 4th is going to be my Agent EX. As soon as he's free, we're going to run this mission right away. And then once we have a little bit of more space, we'll look at the Sims Room Detox. But I've got an open bench again, so let's start getting these upgrades going. Okay. He's done. We're going to try to set for counter intel, so cryo cooling. We've got an efficiency grind token up. That's useful. I'm going to use that on Underworld right now. I keep forgetting to use it, but there we go. I've let the thing up from cooldown. Like, I think I've had it for a while, just haven't pressed this like in forever. But bumping this to 80 would be good. Another token in 4 days means I can up to 100%. That's good as well. Yeah, it's all going to look pretty nice. Alright, so the plan is... Here is the team. Let's re-spec our people. Actually, I'll do this all off camera. We'll be spec'd out next episode. This will be the squad. We're going to run a loot file set mission for Origami Joe, giving him some influence that we can get him a better source of overall guns. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Long episode. Bye-bye.